statement by the state government. Because in one NDB, in their statement on Friday, 31st October, they refuted claims that they had overpaid the price for the purchase of 234 acres in Aitam Estate, which they bought for 1.38 billion during the last general elections. I think you all remember the case, isn't it? Very, very big. They said they ought to build 9,999 units of low-cost houses and affordable units. Up to now, nothing happened. Up to now, no news. Some say whether they have overpaid the price. And even the age estimated that if they build the affordable housing, they will lose around 1.25 billion ringgit. Because the revenues is not enough to cover the cost. So they have said here, yeah, 1.25 billion. Age estimated that if they build the affordable housing units, 9,999, they will expect to lose 1.25 billion ringgit on MDB. So in response to this, you know what they said? I quote, first, second, third, fourth. The size of the land acquired will allow us to build close to 10,000 affordable houses, which of course includes the low-cost houses, altogether 9,999. And we intend to use the remaining parcel of land, which will be of a considerable size, for other development purposes, for which we expect to generate significant value. Now this was not stated in the last lectures. They never talk about doing other projects. They only talk about building 9,999 units. So we want to remind one MDB. The state government can consider, if you are talking about affordable homes, 9,999, which are announced. But if you want to talk about other purposes, susah. Only for affordable homes. That one also subject to the conditions that it must also remember, what about the present tenants? So we are not going to allow you to just throw out the present tenants from this place. That's why I don't see how this project can get off. Number one, the problems of the tenants. And a majority of them are in my constituency. They are trying to embarrass the Chief Minister in his constituency, is it? Or trying to change the electoral structure of IPP. Number one. And I make no apologies for talking about the rights of the tenants, rights of my voters. I make no apologies for saying that this will be of the number one priority. They are all actually ground tenants. They are ground tenants. Actually, they rent the land. They are not renting rooms. Some are talking about renting rooms. Of course, once you rent rooms, you got no rights. When you are renting a room, there you got no rights. But ground tenants is different. So these are ground tenants. The situation is different. These are ground tenants. And number two, you had mentioned previously that you're only talking about affordable homes. But suddenly now you talk about doing other projects. What are you talking about? Now you suddenly turn already. So I want to give a warning here. Number one, the local residents. Number two, you are supposed to keep to what you have said, affordable homes. Other purposes, bukan sahaja susah, sangat susah. Now, of course, I expect those involved in one MDB following this announcement, they'll probably go out for a campaign to throw me out or to let me lose in the next elections, which they tried unsuccessfully last year. And you know what they did last year lah. Vote buying was rampant last year. So I know when we make this announcement, this will only open up myself to a further attack, and I expect that there will be an effort at the next elections, they will even start now, to make sure that I'm defeated so that this project can get out. Now talking about other development purposes which we have not been informed. Before that, we only talk about affordable homes. Now, they have let the cat out of the bag. 它已经露出狐狸尾巴了，看到真面目了。So they have let the cat out of the bag. Dia sudah tunjuk dia punya taring, tunjuk dia punya temperan. Okay, any questions?
CM, are you saying it's going to be hard for them to get planning permission if they are going to apply? Is that what you are implying when you are just saying susah?
I'm not implying, I'm stating. I'm not implying, really. And because you have announced that this will be for affordable homes. Number one. Number two, you did not talk about what about the local residents. You are going to throw them out. You're going to do what you did to Bapala. And we can't do anything on Bapala because everything was already signed. As far as this is concerned, this is not going to be easy. And I think on top of that, you talk about affordable homes. Suddenly you don't only talk about affordable homes, you talk about other projects. What other projects talking about? That's why I say it's not only susah, it's sangat susah. But of course, up to today, one NDB has not sent any proposal. One NDB has not sent any proposal to the state government. But just based on their statement here, which they have announced, which is number one, very different from what they had announced earlier. They only talk about affordable homes, and they talk about other development purposes. Wow.
But what can the state government do if they were to take the file from some of the other landowners? They go to court and take a court order and evict these people first before they apply for anything.
But when you do that in confrontation with the state government, do you think the state government will give you any approval? Isn't it? As I said, when this is resolved amicably, then it's different. But if you all go the hard way, the state government can also go the hard way. That's why they will go the harder way lah. You know how they go the harder way? They want to make sure that I lose at the next elections. Like what they tried to in 2015, in 2013. Okay, anything else?
Won't putting such obstacles in front of developers turn off other future or potential investments?
No, doesn't what? This is a government corporation. Normally we find that, and you're talking about very large number of people affected. I think your Penang people, you all know, this is a huge area. So many people, I think you got a lot of friends there also.
What is the number of people will be affected?
I think we are looking at least 3,000. Over 2,000 families, 2 to 3,000 families. 10,000 people, more than 10,000 people. That's why they are talking about 10,000 homes. So I do not think that that will be affected because you want, what we want to get at is a win-win. And so far those who go for win-win situation, you can still see that no, development is still happening. That's why we want to be sustainable lah. But if there are people who cannot accept this, then you can always decide not to go ahead. That's up to you. But I think this is what we mean by people-centric lah. People-centric policies. Okay, any other questions? We need no more, huh? Alright, thank you.